The Oakland Wildfire Prevention District has prepared this brief video to inform you of changes and regulations governing the presence and management of vegetation on properties in the Wildfire Prevention District. A newly adopted set of state fire codes is the reason behind these changes designed to make our hills safer. The state's Public Resource Code provides for the creation of defensible space around structures. Because we live in a very high hazard severity zone as defined by state authorities, special rules apply. Maintain a 30-foot fuel reduction zone around all buildings or structures. More may be required. Cut grass to 6 inches or less. Shrubs need to be maintained. If your property is greater than 1/2 acre, maintain a 100-foot defensible space fuel reduction zone from all buildings and neighboring structures. More may be required. Maintain a 10-foot minimum clearance next to the roadside. More than that may also be required. Remove all portions of trees within 10 feet of chimney and/or stovepipe outlets. Maintain a 10-foot minimum horizontal clearance of tree crowns from any structure. Maintain the roof of any structure free of leaves, needles, or other dead and dying vegetation. Maintain trees adjacent to structures free of dead or dying vegetation. Remove dead or dying vegetation from property. Remove all tree limbs within 6 feet of the ground. Wood chips must not be deeper than 6 inches. No piles are allowed. Provide street address numbers that are clearly visible from the roadside. Minimum height 4 inches and in contrasting colors. Storage of firewood shall be located a minimum of 20 feet from structures and separated from the crowns of trees by a minimum horizontal distance of 15 feet. Here is an example of what not to do. Here is the same home now in compliance. Another example of a yard in compliance. A 100-foot area of defensible space is required when 30 feet is found to be insufficient to provide reasonable safety. This brush is not in compliance. Here is another yard that exhibits compliance. Roadways and driveways require special compliance efforts. This roadway is not in compliance. This roadway complies with the rules. Another example of non-compliance. This same area is now in compliance. Tree crowns require special attention. Here is an example of a tree crown that is in compliance. Chimneys and their relationship to trees require attention as well. Dead or dying branches are a hazard. Debris on a roof must be removed. Your house number must be visible from the street. Your trees and similar vegetation must be laddered. Debris piles must be located away from your home. Here are your City of Oakland vegetation management inspectors. This is the staff that will be enforcing these regulations. And when you see this sign, know that crews are hard at work making city-owned property much more fire safe, thanks to your Wildfire Prevention District dollars. Please call your inspector if you have specific questions, and you may consult other resources available on this website. Thank you for doing your share to make the Oakland Hills even more fire safe.